Hey, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10 guys. My name is Danny Burke and today I'm going to be talking about a game that everybody online seems to have picked up over the past month or two, Slither, over at slither.io. Now some of you guys might not have heard of it, some of you might just recognize the name maybe, and some of you might be so addicted to this game that you're probably playing it right now instead of watching this video. Stop it. Well, if that is you, put it down for 1 second, I know it is addictive, and let's just jump right into this with our top 10 Slither.io things to know. That kind of rhymed. At number 10, the game was made by game developer Steve Howse. He's also credited with making Flappy 2048 Extreme, which was a game that was kind of like Helicopter mixed with the maths game 2048. Pretty weird stuff, but it did quite well. He also made a game called Circle Push, which was pretty much a basic version of Agar.io. But as you can probably tell, these games were nowhere near as big as Slither.io, otherwise we'd probably be doing a top 10 about them instead. At number 9 now, Steve said he actually had the idea to make Slither years and years ago, but why didn't he? Well, it wasn't laziness. When the idea first hit him, Steve said his only option for developing the game was to use Flash, but he didn't want to use that, so he waited for the hosting service WebSockets to become stable enough to support his game that would actually need hundreds and hundreds of virtual snakes to be in the same game at the same time, and for a while it simply wasn't. So yeah, he basically didn't make the game until the internet upped its game. At number 8, although the game is free, that doesn't mean the people behind it aren't making any money. Far from it. As most fans of the game are aware, there are ads, and because of how popular the game is, these ads are generating a lot of money. In fact, the daily revenue estimate in the US alone for this game is $21,561. Not bad for a snake eating a snake game. Okay, for number 7, Slither.io is undoubtedly an addictive game and original, but it has clear inspirations. Many fans have called it a mix between the 2009 game Osmos, where a player absorbs cells to make their cells bigger, and the old classic mobile phone game Snake. From this, I think that humans pretending to be snakes that eat other snakes and dots on a screen will literally always be a popular game. Coming in at number 6 now, Pewdiepie is pretty much the reason this game is so big. I mean, who else? Like, obviously it's him. If there were some other playthroughs out there before Pewdiepie's, then I'm sorry, but I just couldn't find them. His one seems to be the first one. Just a couple of months ago, the game was sitting at a measly 191st place on the US app download charts, and then within a couple of weeks of him touching it, Pewdiepie had helped shoot the game to the number 1 spot. This guy can just give someone a career simply by playing their game. Mental. Alright, next up at number 5, we've got clans. Now some of you guys might not be aware of clans within the game, but some of you might even be a part of one. As you all know, friendly fire in this game is very much a thing. You can't help but kill anyone if they touch you, even if you didn't mean to. Despite this, many people have said, you know what? No, I don't like that. I don't want to kill my friends. We're stronger in numbers. We're stronger together. So they put a special clan tag in front of their name to tell their allies, whoa, don't hurt me, you're my Slither from another mither. And there are some pretty big clans out there, like 4chan, Reddit, and the Hero clan. They seem to be absolutely massive. I might make a Burke clan. At number 4, Steve Howse, the guy behind the game, has offered his own tips on how to slither your way to the top of the leaderboard. He said, follow the big snakes around because eventually they will fall. They always do, and you get to eat them all up. Don't boost your way into new food because everyone else will be doing that too, and you might crash into them, and play it cool around people and then boost to cut them off when they least expect it. Also, the coil of death. This is something that many of you guys might already be aware of. It's where one player wraps themselves in a circle around another so that they have nowhere to go and they end up dying. But the best bit for me is when someone starts doing that and then an even bigger snake starts doing that around them. I guess you live by the coil, you die by the coil. Okay, coming in at number 3 now, we're talking merchandise. Some of you guys might love Slither so much that you're thinking, I'm not happy living in a real world where I'm not a snake eating another snake. Well, I'm afraid you can't be that. But the closest you can get to that in the real world is buying yourself some Slither gear. Yes, even though the game's only been out for a couple of months, you can already get Slither themed mugs and posters and t-shirts. I personally like this one. You are what you eat. I See what you did there. Alright, moving on to number 2 now. Fans of the game might be wondering, is this all the game will ever have to offer? I mean, I like it, but is there more to it? Well, Stephen Howse and the team at Slither.io say they are still working full-time around the clock on improvements and new features for the game. These range from fixing lag issues and bringing out more skins for players to allowing you to choose what server you play on, and even a friendly play mode for players who want to grow their own snake but don't want to ruin another player's day in the process. Isn't that just sweet? And finally, at number 1, we've got the current high score. Now, some fans of Slither who are watching this might want to know what you should be aiming for when you play it, and some of you guys who haven't yet played it will want to know just how much of a noob you will probably be compared to the best of the best. Well, I can tell you that at the time of recording this video, and this will probably change very soon, the current high score for Slither.io is 370,232.3. That's insane. Now, this was achieved by the YouTuber Mike PTCGO, so check him out, and the size of his snake. That sounded a lot better in my head. Alright guys, you're all up to date now with the facts on Slither, so if this video interrupted you playing it, I'm sorry, you can now go back to playing it, and if you haven't played it yet, check it out, it's pretty cool. But before you all rush off to become snake-eating snakes, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything we have here on Most Amazing Top 10. In fact, 2 of our many videos are actually floating over there right now, so give them a click. In the meantime, my name is Danny Burke, Instagram is down there, and I'll see all you guys in a bit.